Viewers, today I am going to discuss on milk diet in dog. Actually, people used to ask whether we can give milk to our dog or not. Question is very complicated one because mother's milk and the extra milk, that means cow's milk, buffalo's milk, they are tolerable or the dog can digest them or not. That is a very big question. Anyhow, I'm going to highlight about that those criteria as far as possible. Milk is an excellent source of very many nutrients. It is full of vitamins, minerals, protein, carbohydrate, fat, etc. So people used to consider milk as a complete food. Though we call it as a complete food, but still then there are some deficiency in it. Though it is rich in calcium, phosphorus and vitamin D, in spite of that, it does not contain iron and some amino acids. So iron is not there. So we cannot consider milk as a complete food because iron is a very important component for our system. So it is deficient, the iron. So we can partially agree that it is a complete nutrient. Nowadays the nutrient is called as nutraceutical, just like pharmaceuticals. In that way, we consider the milk nowadays. Now the question is this, whether dog will take milk or not. There is reasons for dog to drink milk. But I tell you, in the initial stage, when the mother has helped, given pups, or bitch has given pup, at that time, the mother is having good quantity or huge quantity of milk to feed their puppies. But the beautiful thing is that puppy can consume and puppy can digest the mother's milk. Why? There is a question behind it. Question is that in puppyhood, puppy contains enormous quantity of enzymes to digest milk. So there is profuse amount of enzymes or abundance enzymes in puppies, and therefore they can easily digest milk of their mother. But when the puppy grows, that means after weaning, when it becomes little older, in that case, the enzyme level also go down. There is inhibition of enzymes or decreasing of enzymes. Therefore, in that time, it becomes difficult for the puppy to digest milk. If the enzymes as it was within puppyhood, that could have easily digest the enzymes of the cows and buffalo milk. But that is now diminished. Therefore, it will become increasingly difficult for the puppy to digest the extra milk, that means milk from cow or buffalo, etc. That becomes a problematic one. Now the question arises, how much milk should I provide to a pup? As a rule of thumbs, it depends on size of the animal, weight of the animal, status of health, etc. But on an average, we can provide 4 tablespoonful of milk. That is around 60 ml of milk we can provide to the pup. But one thing I tell you, this 60 amount should not be given at a time. It has to be divided, right? It has to be divided and given. No, don't give the entire bowl in one time. Too much milk may have adverse effect. Too much milk have adverse effect. Most important adverse effect is obesity. That means fattiness. pup becomes very obese. At the same time, it may affect the pancreas, leading to pancreatitis. Again, question comes whether raw milk is good or the ordinary milk is good. The question is here, we usually boil the milk, then consume it, right? Hot milk, boiling milk. But here, I tell you, the boil has got certain importance, but at the same time, it has got certain disadvantages also for the puppies, because the raw milk contains some beneficial bacteria. And this beneficial bacteria is very much required for the digestion. But when you boil it, those beneficial bacteria are destroyed. Therefore, digestion becomes a problem. So, for my opinion, if we can get wholesome milk, then we can provide to dog. So the question is that we will go for hot milk or we will go for cold milk. Nothing, there is much differences. No differences. Only we get some additional help when it is raw. Because some beneficial bacteria are there. They are destroyed by boiling. But the thing is this, whether it is raw, cold, or hot or cold, whatever it may be, there is no much difference. Again, milk contains a lot of fat, right? From the fat, we used to make a lot of dairy products out of fats. That's why the question of skim milk, double tone, single tone, etc. has come up. These fat, dogs cannot process fat as easily as people can do. Like people, dog cannot assimilate it. Excess dietary fat could cause digestive upset, and at the same time, I've already mentioned pancreatitis may develop. Cow's milk, due to this fat, a lot of calories, and lactose content, may set up problem like digestive problems. Dog cannot effectively digest large amount of fat, especially saturated fat, and natural sugar like lactose and sucrose. So, if you continue to give whole milk for a long time, for a long period of time, in excess amount may increase the excess amount of fat may increase the risk of heart diseases or pancreatitis or swelling of pancreas also simultaneously layer up. Therefore, when we are going to give milk, it is not wise to give fatty milk or saturated fatty milk. Again, one thing I tell you, dog is a carnivore animal. They used to take meat, fish, etc., all proteins. But if you give, instead of giving meat, you give milk for a long period of time, it cannot digest. It cannot digest. Why? Because the lactose and sucrose has to be digested. Here, there is no enzyme like lactase, no enzyme like sucrase. Therefore, they cannot digest. That's why we sometimes suggest to the owner that if you can procure lactose-free milk, you can give. And that is available also in the market, commercial. So you can go for lactose-free milk, otherwise it will be a problem for the dog to digest. At the same time, the dog can invite some diseases like heart risk, pancreatitis, and swelling of the pancreas. Men also suffer from lactose intolerance. Many people suffer from lactose intolerance. Likewise, many dogs also suffer from lactose intolerance due to the deficiency of lactase in the milk. And if you provide milk to a dog, so what will happen clinically? Clinical signs would be, first of all, loose stool, diarrhea, then gas, bloating, then flatulence, excess gas, then irritation of the skin causing uninterrupted itching or scratching. We have seen people are coming to us that my dog is scratching, my dog is running all the time. When you ask what you are feeding, I'm feeding milk. So we say avoid milk, itching will be over, right? Because allergy is removed and therefore itching is over. So that point has to be taken into consideration. Sometimes redness, that is also milk protein. Allergy, allergic papules, that is also linked to milk protein. I have seen many people have given a lot of antibiotic, but the red peoples are not managing. But when you skip off the milk, I advise him to skip off the milk within 2 days. Dog becomes all right. So it is not infection, it is allergic reaction, right? Allergic manifestation. Then facial swelling due to allergy, difficulty in respiration, dyspnea due to allergy, and excess fat may cause pancreatic disorder, already I have mentioned. Obesity, I have already mentioned. Dog do not process fat as easily as humans. That is why obesity develops in them. Then skin dog treatment. So in that way, cook plain white meat, chicken with white rice, boiled sweet potato, and bone broth. These we can provide as an alternative to main meal. One thing I tell you, sweet potato and the ordinary potato or white potato. The difference is the sweet potato is good. It has got number of components which are beneficial for the dog. But raw white potato or ordinary potato which we consume should never be given to dog because it contains cyanide. Cyanide is very poison, potent poison. So we'll discuss the dog not to take white potato freely. Otherwise, there will be some toxic problem. One main thing is this question whether dog can be given milk or not. I say dog may be given milk in an interrupted manner, taking into consideration all the other aspects. So it can be given, but not regularly. In an intermittent manner, you can give some amount of milk to the dog. One can provide milk in dog occasionally, not regularly. Excess amount should not be given. Excess milk is not to be given, only be served on occasion. Lactose-free milk is the choice. Of course, nowadays it is available in the market, lactose-free milk, which can be given. If you do give the lactose-free milk, so it will not suffer from lactose intolerance in future. If we can replace the milk with oat milk, so oat milk will be tried. So finally, I can say that dairy product should be avoided as far as possible. But when there is no option, in that cases, we can provide dairy product or dairy milk or occasionally in an interrupted manner, not regularly as we give the other components of food. Thank you.
যদি আপনাদের আমাদের এই চ্যানেলটি ভালো লাগে তাহলে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন এবং শেয়ার করুন।